Bonjour. Aujourd'hui on va à Paarl, c'est le deuxième jour de Stephanie.wineevents. Et ben c'est parti, on y va parce qu'il y a 1h30 de route, donc faut pas traîner quoi. Donc à Rhebokskloof, je vais apprendre à le dire. Après 1h30 de route depuis Constantia, voilà, on est arrivé quoi.
Anton, hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. So this region where you now is Paarl. So if you go back to Cape Town is that way. That is west, obviously. So that is east and that is north. Okay. So if you orientate yourself, okay, and that is so the Cape, the most southern point is in south in that direction. Paarl is about 40 kilometers from Cape Town. But it's a bit more inland, so we're sitting a bit more towards away from the sea, from the ocean obviously.
It's drier.
So it's drier and hotter. And where Stellenbosch is, parts of Stellenbosch especially is a bit closer to the ocean, on the plus-bas side, or I'm sure you're still going to Stellenbosch. So Paarl is a region which the average temperature between us and Stellenbosch is about on average 2 to 3 degrees higher, because we don't have the big influence of the ocean as part of Stellenbosch. Okay. So obviously when we do grapes here, we specifically look at varietals that can
take the heat.
Adapt to the heat. Okay. The single vineyard. And that's the Rhebokskloof, that's the icon wine. So this wine is coming from one single vineyard on the farm. The vineyard is about 18 years old. Fantastic. Every year we find this wine is vineyard delivers our best single made Shiraz from all. If we keep the blocks, the vineyard separate, this one come out the best every year.
Oh, but I am not familiar with Swartland. Compared to Paarl and Stellenbosch, how is it?
It's more traditional in the sense that the vineyard, this is the area with the most, let's say, concentration of old vines. There's definitely more bush vines here than anywhere else, Coblé. Most of the vineyards here where we are unirrigated.
Oh, you're not irrigated here.
Yeah. And the soils around this mountain is all granite soil.
Granite, ouais.
Yeah. And
so
you also find a bit of schist soils in the soil.
Or Chenin Blanc, so you grow Chenin Blanc or no?
Or?
Chenin Blanc, because schist Chenin
Blanc.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Chenin. Chenin is our main grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, mainly on granites. I mean,
yeah.
Mainly on granites.
Yeah, not many.
Not much stuff
on schist. More rates on schist.
What's the calendar?
Oh,
but could we do use one of the other labels, like Cornelia or something like that, for the same wines?
This one?
Okay.
Is it strong, this thing?
It's what?
Strong? No.
17%.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah,
It's
very
lighter
good.
than pastis. You know I love pastis.
Oh, you love pastis?
Of course, I'm from the south.
This is also Grenache, just from a younger clone.
Yeah, young vineyard. Also granite.
Yeah, it's much more typically Grenache
Yeah.
that jumps out of the glass.
If your vineyard is all in goblet, just like south part of France, it's because of the heat of the sun and the strong
I
wind.
think more just more of tradition. Yeah.
Tradition?
Yeah. The Swartland didn't develop like Stellenbosch or Constantia or any other place like that. It was more predominantly wheat growing area. So the only other thing they knew what to farm is wine grapes. So on this steeper mountainside they would plant wine grapes, but the technology and the whole
And they planted on contour.
yeah.
They planted
Contour.
Yeah.
with the land. So to put wires and poles in it is also a little bit different. But the trailer stuff is always just for mechanization. I mean,
Yeah.
A lot of stuff around here is mechanized.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. Cooperative.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Now we're trying to fill up our swimming pool.
Is this your swimming pool?
No, we have other we have other swimming pools, but this will be the harvest splash pool. This is actually Palomino. This is Palomino. This is Spanish grape.
Oh yeah.
From Jerez. Yeah, big bunch. Yeah, I didn't explain correctly. Many of the Chenin Blanc vineyards are planted in between with Palomino, and sometimes Claret planted, because they thought Claret, yes, Claret being a little bit later than Chenin brings a bit of acidity. This is how they used to do it traditionally.
So you can call it on the label only Chenin Blanc if you have at least 85% of it, and the rest is
Exactly.
Okay. But how do you know right now that this is the Palomino?
Or how do I know that's different?
Yeah, from a Chenin Blanc, how you recognize by the leaves
big
or
bunches?
at the big bunches?
It's really big bunches, very round.
It's hot when you touch it. Do you pick at night?
No.
And you
but we
can't?
cool it down.
Oh yeah. And this one, how long
This is
more
Chenin.
to? Oh yes, it's Chenin.
1.5 week, I would say.
This is Chenin Blanc also?
Yeah.
It's smaller than the other one you can
for
see.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this year the bunches are slightly bigger. We had a bit of rain.
I heard it's early this year. The harvest will be earlier.
The last 3 years have been very early. Normally
So
for
much
us it would be the end of January, but the last 3 years we started middle January.
Koeling water bietjie optop nou. Koeling water.
you hear it.
Ons kyk groen tentjies
They've just made the first ever organic Badenhorst.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You're going to have to go to the whole process again the next year or to get the guy in here to actually make it. They've now done it. First ever organic.
They basically wasted a whole.
Yeah. That'll blow her away. John.
What is that doing?
Filming.
What?
Filming.
But how do you know? Where are you looking in?
This thing is smart. It follows my movements, so it knows where to look at. Yes.
no way.
And then if I press 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it's looking at me.
Whoa.
Press 2 times, it's looking at you.
No way, look at me.
Look at me, darling. And I can move as much as I want to. I won't see anything on the screen.
That thing is like a cobra.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's a normal. It's
Yeah.
an Appalachian red.
No, I'm
haven't got
about
any
to
label.
trying to hunt you down via everybody, but one day I'm going to hunt you down and I'm going to find you and we're going to spend some time together. I'm an importer from New Zealand.
South African, ex-South African.
Ian Funny Dog.
Oh, you like him as June? It's my mother.
Okay. Okay, I'll pass you over. Bye-bye.
This is Garnacha Tintorera. This is Garnacha Tintorera, Counoise, Alicante Boucher, Carrion, Grenache, Terre Noire, Cinsault. Yeah, it's one vineyard. It's a co-plantation, but I plant in rows.
because after we harvest the material, and then you need to know what is what. Otherwise, you have a problem. But the idea about this plant is that the vine is a Mediterranean creeper. So we only farm with bush vines and no irrigation.
No irrigation.
No, because I think the plant is happy when it must not suffer, but it needs to grow in a space where it needs to work a little bit, you know. It can work with the water, it can work with difficult soil or whatever, but it must work a bit. And I'm trying these things now from Israel. You can see it's a big difference. The first 4 rows, you can see how it grows, and you can see here it's the same. But look how much growth I have here. And look how little here. It's just the difference of this one element. It's a big difference.
What does it do?
It first it warms up the soil in the spring, so these ones start to grow 2 weeks before. So they are in essence 2 weeks older. They are the same age, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
A baby that's getting born at 4 kilos, if it was up to survival and fighting, has a bigger chance than the one coming out at 1.8. It's basically the only, I don't like wood in wine. Also, I have a lot of problems with the wood. No, it's not. When I go to Burgundy, I mean, you go to Burgundy County, you taste the wine 100% new wood there. You don't even see the wood. It's like there is no barrels in the place. It's crazy. We work with much riper grapes, much generally riper varieties, and generally not so happy with wood. So 15, 18 years ago, I was using 70% new wood. Now I use 8. So every year I buy just 3 new barrels. 8% new wood for 1 year, and then we rack in big foudre for 12 months old. In the end, the wine have 5% new wood. It's the wine with the most wood we have. In 20 years, maybe there's no more barrels, but I leave them here for my son, so that he can work with barrels to understand why we are not working with them. Because maybe he's young, he put in new wood, he gets fucking 99 points, he thinks it's a good idea, puts everything in new wood, to realize 20 years later it's not at the heart. You don't have 20 years to lose in wine. Because you don't have 20 years in any life, because we don't have much time. All the grapes which are too big, this is kind of the germ, the side. If you need to lose weight, I put you on the side. You can breathe less, you can move not so fast, you cannot eat so much. Everything is more passive at the side. The leaf is very reduced in the bottom. So here the leaf, the surface is very small, it's only that big. This side is when you are too anorexic. I put you that side, it's where you can eat. You lie in the spar, you eat foie gras, you drink pork, you eat cheese. You don't work out too much. It's more about sitting and relaxing. Big leaves, a lot of oxygen, and it makes the wines expand. So here is all the introverts going, and here all the extroverts. And in 12 months they meet, and I put them in a food.
Donc nous sommes aujourd'hui le 11 janvier, après la dernière dégustation chez Sadie Winery hier. C'est suivi un long périple en voiture sur des routes complètement paumées. Et voici où je me retrouve donc ce matin, voici la vue. Je suis donc dans un Airbnb complètement perdu au milieu de nulle part. C'est sublime. J'avoue que je faisais pas trop la maline hier quand même, quand je suis arrivée. Et en fait j'ai atterri chez des gens super sympas. Et le Airbnb c'est cette petite maison. Et ils m'ont préparé un repas traditionnel, une sorte de barbecue. C'était génial. So there was the tasting of 3 different wineries, including Badenhorst and Sadie, and it was just amazing.